Welcome back to the definitive voice of the entertainment world. Welcome to Anything You Want. If you have been navigating the tumultuous seas of celebrity gossip, seeking a lighthouse of truth amidst the fog of speculation, you have found your harbor. Today, we are not simply discussing a photograph or a fleeting rumor. We are dissecting a moment in history, a turning point that has redefined the narrative for two of Turkey's brightest stars, Hande Erçel and Kerem Bürsin. Before we unravel the layers of this emotional revelation, I must ask you to join our growing family. Press the subscribe button, activate the bell to ensure you never miss a beat, and if you truly wish to support independent, deep-dive journalism that goes beyond the headlines, please consider clicking the join button. Your membership is the bedrock of this channel, allowing us to bring you these extensive, literary analyses. Now, let us step into the afternoon that changed everything. It was an afternoon that began like any other in the bustling streets of Istanbul, where the rhythm of the city usually drowns out individual stories. However, on this particular day, the ordinary was suspended, replaced by a tableau of cinematic elegance that seemed almost scripted in its perfection, yet was disarmingly real. Hande Erçel and Kerem Bürsin, the duo whose on-screen chemistry once set television screens ablaze, were spotted by the ever-vigilant lens of the paparazzi. But this was not the frantic, chaotic scurrying often associated with celebrity sightings. Instead, the couple moved with a serenity that stood in stark contrast to the frenzy of the shutterbugs surrounding them. Dressed in attire that was strikingly simple yet radiated an effortless sophistication, they walked not as colleagues or guarded celebrities, but as partners, their hands clasped together in a silent testament to unity. The atmosphere was electric, charged with the unsaid. For months, the tabloid world has been a cauldron of whispers, theories, and anonymous source claims, debating the validity of their bond. Was it a PR stunt? Was it a fleeting summer romance? On this afternoon, those questions were answered not by a press release, but by the tangible, undeniable harmony that radiated from them. As they walked, their eyes met, a brief, shared exchange of reassurance that spoke volumes to anyone fortunate enough to witness it. It was a look that transcended the noise of the flashbulbs, a private conversation held in the most public of arenas. As is the nature of the beast, the journalists, sensing the magnitude of the moment, descended with a barrage of questions. Usually, this is the cue for celebrities to lower their heads, mumble a no comment, and rush to a waiting vehicle. But Hande Erçel chose this moment to rewrite the script. Breaking the silence that has shrouded their relationship in mystery for so long, she turned to the cameras not with hostility, but with a serene determination. Her voice, steady and imbued with a genuine emotional depth, cut through the cacophony. "I love him and I feel that everything in my life has more meaning," she declared. Let us pause and deconstruct the weight of this sentence. In the lexicon of celebrity statements, which are often curated by publicists to be ambiguous and safe, this was a revolutionary act of vulnerability. She did not merely confirm a relationship status, she anchored her entire current existence to the presence of Kerem Bürsin. By using the word meaning, Erçel elevated the narrative from a simple romantic entanglement to something existential. She was telling the world that this love was not just an addition to her life, but a lens through which her life had gained clarity and depth. Beside her stood Kerem Bürsin, a figure of stoic support. His behavior during this pivotal declaration was a masterclass in modern masculinity and partnership. He did not interrupt, he did not attempt to steer the conversation or overshadow her moment. Instead, he simply held her hand, a constant, grounding physical connection. His silence was not one of indifference, but of profound respect. He offered a brief glance, a smile that touched his eyes, signaling to Hande, and to the world, that he was right there with her, her anchor in the storm. This body language, the quiet confidence of a man who does not need to speak to be heard, resonated deeply with onlookers. It suggested a relationship built not on power struggles, but on a balanced, mutual adoration. The reaction to this declaration was instantaneous and seismic. The digital realm, often a battlefield of conflicting opinions, found a rare moment of unity. social media platforms were inundated not with the usual skepticism, but with a wave of celebration. Fans who had spent months analyzing pixelated photos and cryptic captions finally had their vindication. The phrase "brave and sincere" began to trend, attached to images of Erçel's calm face. It was interpreted by the masses as the expected confession, the final puzzle piece that completed the picture they had all been painting in their minds. I must ask you, the discerning viewers of Anything You Want, do you believe that such public declarations are necessary for a celebrity relationship to survive the pressure of fame, or does true romance thrive best in the shadows? How does Hande's bravery change your perception of her? Please, share your nuanced thoughts in the comments below. And while you are there, remember that liking this video helps us continue this conversation. The ripples of this event extended far beyond the immediate fan reaction. Gossip columns, which had previously feasted on the ambiguity of their status, were suddenly forced to pivot. The debate shifted from "are they together?" to "how deep does this go?" The naturalness of their interaction, the lack of pretense in their simple clothing, and the confident stride with which they continued their walk after the interview, all pointed to a couple seeking balance. It was an elegant rejection of the chaotic celebrity lifestyle in favor of something more grounded. Insiders close to the couple have begun to shed light on the mechanics behind this revelation. It is whispered that Hande Erçel had grown weary of the masquerade. The burden of secrecy, of hiding a joy so profound, had become a weight she was no longer willing to carry. By stating, "everything is flowing naturally," she was signaling a desire to merge her public persona with her private reality. She is determined, sources say, to find an equilibrium where her career and her heart can coexist without one cannibalizing the other. Kerem's alignment with this philosophy suggests a profound compatibility. They have found common ground in the desire for authenticity. This brings us to the broader implications for their careers. For years, Hande Erçel has been cultivated as the star who keeps her private life a secret, a figure of untouchable mystery. This declaration shatters that glass ceiling, presenting her as a woman of agency and passion. Critics and fans alike have noted a shift in her aura. She appears freer, more self-assured. It is the confidence of a woman who no longer has anything to hide. Gossip circles are already speculating that this new transparency will usher in an era where Erçel controls her own narrative, rather than letting the tabloids write it for her. Kerem Bürsin's approach, characterized by trust and simplicity, offers a perfect counterpoint to the noise of the industry. His deliberate avoidance of exaggerated, flowery statements in favor of quiet action speaks to a man who values the sanctity of the relationship over the performance of it. Close friends affirm that for Kerem, the priority is peace, feeling calm and comfortable in Hande's presence. This shared value system is likely the glue that holds them together amidst the chaos of stardom. As we look to the future, the question on everyone's lips is, what comes next? While the couple has not laid out a roadmap for the public, leaks from their inner circle suggest a strategy of selective visibility. They are not hiding, but they are also not performing. They reportedly seek out moments of solitude, away from the crowds, to nurture their bond without the interference of external factors. This conscious decoupling from the celebrity circus, even while living within it, is a delicate dance that they seem to be mastering. Before we conclude this extensive analysis, I want to remind you of the importance of your support. Producing content that respects the intelligence of the viewer and dives this deep requires resources. If you have enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the join button on our channel homepage. It is the most direct way to tell us that you want more of this high-quality storytelling. Also, do not forget to subscribe to Anything You Want for your daily dose of truth. In the end, the image of Hande Erçel and Kerem Bürsin walking hand in hand, leaving the journalists behind as they navigated the streets of Istanbul, serves as a powerful metaphor. Hande's words, "I love him and I feel that everything in my life has more meaning," will be etched into the annals of celebrity history not just as a quote, but as a declaration of independence. They have chosen to define their relationship on their own terms, replacing the silence of the past with the clarity of the present. The gossip world will continue to spin its theories, but for now, the truth is walking in plain sight, hand in hand, confident and unafraid. Thank you for joining us for this special report on Anything You Want. We have witnessed a moment of rare honesty in an industry often built on illusions. What are your predictions for this couple's future? Do you think this new era of openness will last? Let us know in the comments. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like, and share this video with fellow fans who appreciate the truth. And a special thank you to our joined members, you are the heartbeat of this channel. Until next time, remember, in a world of noise, sometimes the quietest statements ring the loudest. Stay tuned.